It's the Groucho Show, brought to you by the Tony Company. Greatest name in home beauty. Tony, world leader in hair research. And now, here he is, the one, the only...
Contrary to what you may think, this is not an old movie. It's You Bet Your Life. And each of our couples has a chance to make up to $10,000. And if any of them say the secret word, they'll win an extra $100. This is the word right here. Bye-bye, Ducky.
Groucho, we have a couple of young people who'd like to talk to you.
They're getting pretty old by this time.
They're Veronica Reed and Bill Brewer, and they're strangers to each other, and neither one of them is married. So, folks, you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome, welcome to the Groucho Show. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. Now, your name is Veronica Reed.
That's right.
And Bill Brewer, huh?
Yes, sir.
Veronica seems pretty formal. What shall I call you, Veronica?
Oh, my friends call me Ronnie Groucho.
Ronnie Groucho? That's a strange name, Ronnie Groucho. Now, where were you born, Ronnie? Upstairs in the front room, I'll bet.
I was born in Stockholm, Sweden.
You're a Svenska?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't look it. You look like a Spaniard. Why did you leave Sweden to come to America? Did you have a sweetheart over here?
No, well, actually, I left Australia to come to America.
Well, why did you come to Hollywood?
Well, I was very fortunate. I won a competition in Australia, Miss Australia. And I won a trip around the world.
What kind of competition? Baseball or bowling?
It was a beauty competition.
Oh, beauty.
Miss Australia TV. Mm-hmm.
Australia TV? They have Australia? They have TV there?
Oh, yes, my word.
Bill, you're not married, huh?
No, I'm not.
And Ronnie's not married either.
No, Groucho.
If you ever decide to get married, Ronnie, what kind of a man are you looking for?
Well, Groucho, the most important thing, I think, in a man is a
There's a pair of pants.
A superior interior.
Give me that again.
I like a man with a superior interior.
A superior interior.
Yes.
Say, that's me. I have an inferior exterior, but my interior is truly superior. I just had the whole thing done over 2 weeks ago. I even had my tires switched. I did. I had a fellow at the garage take a whip and hit my tires for about 20 minutes. That was the first time they'd been switched this season. Now, what is a superior interior?
Well,
You mean every head should have a silver lining? What do you mean by a superior interior?
I would say it's, what's upstairs that counts.
Uh-huh. What's upstairs? Well, I have something upstairs. My upstairs maid. And that's not easy because I only have a one-story house. And the one story you're not going to hear is about my upstairs maid. Your name isn't Ronnie. I kept calling you Ronnie.
Mine's Bill.
Have you got a job, Bill?
Yes, I do. I'm a cartoonist.
Cartoonist?
Yes, I am.
Well, where have your cartoons appeared?
Well, they appeared in a number of magazines and for the Box Greeting Card Company. And now I'm working on a comic strip titled Clyde. And that's with the Times Mirror Syndicate.
If you want to see a comic strip, you should see me in the shower.
I think you've inspired a couple of mine.
Really?
Yes, I do.
You're a cartoonist?
Yes.
At a greeting card company?
Yes, I am.
What do they need you for?
Well, I create drawings and gags for the greeting cards. We're doing contemporary humor.
I've seen some of those humorous greeting cards. I remember when you paid a nickel for a Mother's Day card, and that was, it was sweet and sentimental. Now they charge you $1 for one, and it usually goes something like, Mother dear, you're young and frisky. Please don't drink up all the whiskey. This is considered a very sentimental card today. Isn't that true? Isn't that contemporary humor?
Well, we've got one a little softer than that. It's Happy Anniversary, Darling. After all these years, your love is still aflame. And on the inside, the card reads, just shows what you can do with a good match.
What do you call a card like that?
Contemporary humor.
Now, how'd you happen to get into this kind of cartooning?
Well, I won a contest for college cartoonists.
Where was this?
Well, I was here in Los Angeles, and I saw a poster on the wall at art school where I was attending here, and I entered it, and hundreds entered it, and I won it.
What was the card that won
The card
the
that won-
award?
Well, he was a very short, stumpy little character with a key in his back, and the caption was, "Hope you're not too run down."
Well, I don't. Would you mind explaining that?
This could be for a get well card. If someone was ailing and you needed a get well card,
And they get this card?
they get this card with a key in the little fella's back, and the caption says, "Hope you're not too run down."
If I'm run down and I'm in a hospital, I want a card from the Blue Cross saying you don't have to pay this week. Well, you're charming youngsters, and I think you're going to make an ideal couple. Well, let's give you both a chance to win some money.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Mr. Fenneman, would you bring out the questions? Have you met Mr. Fenneman?
No, we haven't. How do you
How
do?
do you do?
This is
Nice to
Mr.
meet you.
Fenneman. This is Mrs. Johansson. And this is Bill Brewer. And if you're in a hospital, he'd send you a card that'll kill you.
Here's your rundown.
Explain the game. Now, what category did you choose?
Movie quiz, right?
Yes. That's
Movie quiz.
Do you understand the game?
Yes, I do. Start with 2.
all right. You go first.
And you hand it to me. There.
Who is the lovely young girl who plays the title role in The World of Susie Wong?
Nancy Kwan.
Nancy Kwan is right. So you've got $200.
And 3 more chances to make a total of 5.
Proceed with caution.
You're going for the harder questions.
This is a 300 one.
A 300.
Who directed the Clark Gable Marilyn Monroe picture, The Misfits? You're
John
talking
Huston.
over, you know.
John Huston, wasn't it? Director was producer, director, no? John Huston.
John Huston is right. I was afraid he was going to talk you out of it.
$200.
Yeah.
Who plays the feminine lead in Butterfield 8?
Liz Taylor.
Liz Taylor is right. You now have $700.
This one is worth $300.
Oh. For $300, who played the part of Marcella in Ben-Hur?
Ben. Jerusalem. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
Sugar. Oh. Solar.
Read it out loud.
Oh, Stephen Boyd.
Stephen Boyd.
Stephen Boyd.
Stephen Boyd in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Well, you did wind up with $700.
Yes.
So you
So
get
you
a chance to come back later to win that. Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. Very nice.
So we'll see you
Very
later.
much.
And I also want each of you to have a gift box of Tony Company products. Now, you two behave yourself back there, huh?
Thanks very much.
Because I'm busy out here. I can't... You know, this season, fashion designers have some brand new ideas about hemlines. And Tony has some brand new ideas about fashions, too. Watch this.
Groucho, Marika Abba, and Charles...
And a Happy New Year, huh?
Groucho, Marika Abba, and Charles Kephart are waiting to talk to you. So, folks, come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Yes. Welcome to the Groucho Show. Say the secret word and... Is this your sister? Well? This is the book my brother Harpo wrote. It's called Harpo Speaks. It's all about life and show business. Very good book, too.
And, Groucho, maybe we ought to try and bring the real Charles Kephart out now, shall we?
Oh, well.
Mr. Kephart, would you come out, please, and meet Groucho Marx?
Yes, sir. Mr. Kephart, I'm delighted to make your acquaintance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Come on.
I don't see how he's going to make any money on the book if he keeps giving them away. Now, let's see now. Marika Arba.
Yes.
That's you, huh?
I think so.
And your name is Charles Kephart? That's a very unusual name. What kind of a name is Marika Arba?
It's Hungarian.
Hungarish?
Mm-hmm.
You are Hungarish, huh?
Sure.
Were you born behind the Iron Curtain?
I was born in Budapest.
Is that still your home?
No, since I moved to Sherman Oaks in San Fernando Valley, I'm living here.
You're still behind the Iron Curtain. Huh? Now, do you have some special reason for coming to America, Marika?
Well, I think so. I did. I was a prima ballerina in Italy, and Quo Vadis was then, they were looking for a dancer.
Who was?
Quo Vadis.
Quo Vadis?
Quo Vadis was a picture, you know.
Oh.
And after I finished Quo Vadis, they brought me here to do other pictures.
Are you still in the movies?
No, I'm not. I got married and settled down.
How did you meet him?
I ran out of gasoline.
You ran out of gasoline, and that's how you got married?
That's right. I was driving home in Beverly Hills several years ago.
You were living in Beverly Hills then?
My mother was, and I was driving.
You were living with your mother?
Yes, I was.
Uh-huh. Well, did your mother have her own car? Did she run out of gas, too?
No, she unfortunately didn't run out of gas. She didn't get married lately.
Oh. Well, you had me worried for a minute there.
I was driving home, and I suddenly realized I can't drive ahead, and since I'm terribly unmechanical, I didn't know what happened. So there was a gentleman...
In your car?
Not in my car. Coming with another lady with another car, and he offered to bring some gas to fill up my tank. I said, how much do I owe you? And he said, well, why don't we discuss this over the phone? Could you give me your phone number? So I said, I never give strange men my phone number. Request you 10799. So then...
You were the shy type, huh?
No, I had good eyes.
Uh-huh. Didn't you distrust him after the sneaky thing he did to the other girl?
Well, I don't...
Didn't you ever feel that he would probably do the same thing to you?
No, because Hungarians are different.
Yes, they are. Yeah, what's the old line? If you have a Hungarian for a friend, you don't need any enemies.
They're very nice Hungarians around. They're lovely people.
Yes, they're wonderful people. They're stimulating, and they're charming, and they're bright.
Don't you trust me?
They say, well, it's pretty obvious what I just heard about your tank before. They say the only thing more untrustworthy than a Hungarian is a Romanian.
That's my mother-in-law.
Oh. That'd be a nice family to get mixed up with. If there are any Hungarians or Romanians listening to the show tonight, of course you realize I'm only kidding. Now, where are you from, Mr. Kephart?
Altoona, Pennsylvania, Mr. Marks.
Have you got a job?
Oh, yes, sir. I got a fine job. I'm employed as a photo engraver here in Los Angeles, the Herald Express.
Do you have any hobbies to keep you busy when you're away from the paper?
Oh, yeah. I have three very lovely hobbies.
How old are they?
The hobbies I make homebrew beer, and I smoke fish in the backyard, and we make ice cream in the bathtub.
You smoke fish in the backyard?
Huh?
Aren't you allowed to smoke them in the house? You say you make your own home brew, huh? Mm-hmm. I don't know if the news has gotten around to you yet, Charlie, but you know you can buy beer legally now.
Well, I got kind of stuck with this with my own big mouth. You see, my wife asked me what would I like to have for Christmas, so I got to be the wise guy. I give her a wise answer. I say I'd like to have a home brew making outfit.
Mm-hmm. Well, how did you arrive at that?
Well, that was the squareliest thing I could think of offhand.
Uh-huh. Well, did you always dream of being a kind of an amateur bootlegger?
No, I remember making a home brew with my father when we were kids back in Altoona. I thought I'd always like to try it again and see if I could duplicate the quality of my father's product. I haven't attained it yet. But
Well,
this home brew outfit.
were you jealous of his beer making talents?
He had a pretty good reputation.
You mean just in your cellar? Now, how much do you make at a time of this?
Well, it's a 12-gallon crack. We make 12 gallons at a crack.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't get that. You have a 12-gallon crack, and you make a
Crock.
and you make it in a
Uh-huh.
12-gallon crock.
12 gallons in the crock at a crack.
I was wondering how you could make it in a crack and then not be crocked. Well, is this stuff safe to drink?
Well, it's a pretty high-octane product.
Could you use it in a tank?
Well, I'd be happy to lend a couple quarts to try it. But, I don't know what it would do to the gas lines. It's pretty high-octane.
Has it got a very big
Oh,
kick?
boy. 1 or 2 quarts will put an amateur away, but a good knockdown, drag-out, two-fisted type drinker make his ears turn red and charge his battery and come back for more. About 10%.
Charlie, you can buy all those things in the market. Why do you make your own ice cream and smoke your own fish and make your own home brew?
Well, I see I got the...
Are you
the
afraid
wife
the
and
atom bomb will come and that you want to be independent of any outside?
I never looked at it quite that way, but, that's a thought, that'd make me a big man in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Also, in that cellar, you would be hiding it. You wouldn't know whether the bomb fell or not after about 6 quarts of
I
that.
wouldn't care.
That's right. Now, does your family participate in this fiendish activity?
This is more or less the idea of these games.
Games, you call it?
Share the hobby-type games. I have the wife and the 3 children. Patty, 17, Annie, 15, little Charlie, 9, and we got the dog. And they all...
Does the dog get crocked, too?
Oh, the dog has a very important job. You see, when we're bottling this stuff, and it slaps around on the floor, kind of, it overflows the bottle, It's the dog's job to come and lick it up.
Well, he must be drunk by 6 o'clock in the evening.
Well, he's runner-up to me.
You hear about togetherness all the time, but you forget that it really exists. So here's a family, there's a man, his wife, 3 children, and a dog, all crocked by midnight. Well, enough of this conversation. I'm getting a hangover looking at you.
And I'm getting thirsty.
What? Let's see if you two can win some money. And Mr. Fenneman, would you bring in a bottle of beer in the questions? Put them up here, sir. You explain it.
You understand how the game works? You selected famous landmarks as your category. 4 questions to make a total of $500. The hundreds are easy, the 2s are in between, and the 300 are pretty tough sometimes. Want to pick?
Am I going to pick it?
What's the category?
Famous landmarks. We start with a 2.
Kid. For $200, in what country are the ruins of Stonehenge? Talk it over. Charlie may still be sober.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Stonehenge. H-E-N-G-E.
H-E-N-D-E?
S-T-O-N-E-H-E-N-G-E. Stonehenge. Huh?
Egypt?
No, you were close. It's England. Well, you're only 3 continents away.
And 3 more chances to make $500.
Come on, it's early yet.
Here, there.
It's only the 5th inning. The game is still on the bases, For $200, in what city of the world is the famous Prado Museum?
No, Spain.
Whatever you say.
In what city of the world is
Madrid?
the famous... Huh?
Madrid?
Madrid is right. You win $200.
Oh, I have 2 more?
You have 2 more chances.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
For $200, in what country is the castle of Chapultepec? Chapultepec. C-H-A-P-U-L-T-E-P-E-C. In what country is the castle of Chapultepec?
No, it's not.
I'll let you look at the word.
Sounds like Chapultepec is...
If you don't know, guess.
It's
How about Mexico? Mexico.
Mexico is right.
You
Charlie?
now have $400.
You're not as big a drinker as you look.
Well, Shall we take 3 or?
One more chance to make 500.
The
Only
idea
need-
is to get 500, so why
Take
don't you
the-
take
take
it
the one.
easy?
And they are easier.
Yes, okay.
Here, yes. The same, yes.
There's no guarantee you'll know this, but it's easier than the others. For $100, in what city would you find the famous Old Bailey?
London, England.
London, England?
London is right. So now you won $500. You've got to come back and dance later. Give Charlie a big kiss for helping you with that. And remember, before you leave, we have a Tony Home Beauty Care kit for each of you.
I'll give you a big one.
We'll see you later.
All
kid.
right. Glad you won. Groucho, here is Veronica Reed and Bill Brewer, who won $700 in the quiz, all set to try for $2,000, $5,000, or $10,000.
You understand the
Okay,
game?
sure.
huh?
Yes, yes, we have.
You pick a number for a total of $10,000, and we'd put it up here.
3.
Put a 3. Now you pick one for $5,000.
2.
2. Now, if any other number but these two comes up, and you get the answer correctly, you win a total of $2,000. Spin the wheel. Well, you weren't even warm. Your numbers were 2 and 3, and it came up 7, so here we go for a total of 2 and 1 answer between you. The 19th Amendment, which gives women the right to vote, was the result of untiring efforts of a number of dedicated women. Best known of these was a former school teacher. For a total of $2,000, who was this dedicated woman suffragist? Talk it over. What is it, kids?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Read it out loud.
Susan B. Anthony.
Very famous woman, Susan B. Anthony. I'm sorry you missed her, but you wound up with what?
$700.
$700. Well, it's not
Thank
too
you
bad.
so much. It was
Better luck
wonderful.
next time.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
I hope you two are happy together.
Thank you, guys.
Groucho, Marika Abba and Charles Kephart won $500, so they're all set to try for $2,000, $5,000, or $10,000.
Wheel them in. You understand the game, huh? Now, you pick a number for a total of $10,000 for the night, and we'll put it up here. One number from 1 to 10.
4.
4. You pick a number for $5,000. Your partner's anyhow. Doesn't make any difference.
5.
Now, if any other number comes up, the question is worth a total of $2,000. Whatever you win is your total for the night, right?
Right.
Give the wheel a spin. Your numbers were 5 and 4, and it came up 2, so you're going for a total of $2,000. All you got to do is get the right answer. And here we are with the question. You ready? One answer between you. A young GI cartoonist in World War II created Willie and Joe. Today, this artist is one of America's leading editorial cartoonists. For a total of $2,000, what is his name? Talk it over. Wait till the music stops. And then shout it out loud and clear.
Bill Malden?
What is the answer?
Bill Malden?
Bill Malden is absolutely right. You won a total of $2,000. That shows you what a girl can do with an empty tank. Well, you won a total of $2,000. What are you going to do with your money, Charter?
Oh, it's a big temptation. I think I will try to...
Go back to
try
Budapest?
No, I try to get out some child from Hungary.
Oh, that'd be nice. And also put some gas in your car. Huh? And you?
I would like to donate some of it to the Arthritic and Rheumatism Foundation. And the girls, my little daughter's got a little thing going for them. They want some formals and some clothes. And I think I'd like to buy a whole tank of gasoline for my car, all for myself.
Then you're going to drink it? Well, congratulations, and thanks for being
Thank
with
you
us.
very much.
Remember, when you buy our sponsor's product, tell them Groucho sent you. Good night.
Groucho Show has been brought to you by Tony, makers of Silver Curl, the only permanent custom-made to give gray hair the special beauty care it needs. The Tony Company also brings you the Loretta Young Show every Sunday night over most of these same stations.